Elizabeth, let's go now to Elizabeth 2 in our satellite studio. She's been following the story all day. Elizabeth.
It's what we've all been waiting for. University officials have hinted for the past few months that the report would come out sometime this semester. And today, UNC made those results public. Investigation into the independent and lecture paper classes. Former federal prosecutor Kenneth Wainstein delivered the report and said the number of people who knew about these classes wasn't large.
There's knowledge and there's knowledge. There are a lot of people on campus who knew that these were easy classes. A lot of people who knew that they were, and then some number who knew that they were designated as lecture classes but taught as independent studies. But it was a smaller, much smaller group who knew that there really wasn't even a professor involved and that Deborah Crowder was doing the grading.
Those who knew about these classes, 5 ASPCA counselors, 2 of whom suggested grades Deborah Crowder should give to athletes. From the football staff, Butch Davis said he knew the classes were easy and didn't require attendance, but didn't know there wasn't any faculty involvement. The report found a spike in the enrollment in these classes of football players in 2008, after it was announced that Crowder was leaving her position. As for the basketball staff,
we then went, obviously, to Joe Holliday and to Roy Williams. Both of them said the same thing, that they didn't know anything about the fact that there was no faculty member involved, or that Deborah Crowder was managing these classes and taking the place of a faculty member.
The final papers that athletes in these classes turned in are the other part of the equation.
And they determined that in 61 of those papers, 25% or more, a quarter or more of the papers were unoriginal, and in 26 of them, over half of the papers were unoriginal.
As for the UNC administration, Wainstein said only a handful of people were aware of the classes but took no action. Wainstein said he wasn't able to verify the allegations made by former basketball player Rashad McCants that Roy Williams knew 100% about the lack of professor involvement in the classes because McCants refused to submit to an interview.